from trophies that are born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work first. The Gators put the chomp on the Vols the last time they saw them, and they are looking for seconds this time, Jesse.
Yeah, that was an absolute beatdown the last time these two teams played. But talking to the Gators coaching staff, they're not expecting this one to be the same. They know that Tennessee's going to come into this one fired up, motivated, ready to roll. The Gators coaching staff is expecting a much different feel and type of game this time.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Finding open areas. Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy.
Counting on the Jets. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Shabera. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense played well.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Duggan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Everett. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Volunteers are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Red pass, it's complete. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
Looking for more room. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man on the right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And the Gators looking to convert on fourth down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from the 50. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gator.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Volunteers! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run, safeties and line.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Was to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Tennessee, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely center cut. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida-Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
He stepped out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. So here is the Tennessee offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The hand to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Hey, so defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. It's a running room. The tap. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's caught. He'll try to take it back. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. Give to the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And here's the third interception of the night. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll try the run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And it slips through his fingers in. Would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. It's a seam wide open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down.
I think he does a really good job on this second. Play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets That's the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? Turning it on! The 40! Running inside the 20! Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he tacked on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. It's a fumble! Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you can tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after it.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got a man. It's Townsend. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Doesn't matter what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Touchdown, Gator! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Here's a Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Hicks. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Right on the money. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation